And this is why self-improvement is such a lonely road. We sell self-improvement because we look at our life and we know we could actually do more, be more. We're not living up to our potential. That's that kind of like feeling inside. You don't really know how to explain it, but you know it's there. You know you're not like fulfilling your potential. And they try to cover it up with like vices. You go out on the weekend with friends, drinking or smoking, whatever you do just to distract yourself. And maybe watching films or just playing games. Anything to distract yourself from that feeling, from like sorting yourself out in life. You don't want to take a look at your life because, you know, it'll bum you out. But you know you've got that feeling there. For me, I know I had that feeling there, but I had no confidence, no self-esteem. I didn't want to take a look at the crappy areas of life. Didn't want to face it, so I shied away from it. But it was there. But I was just distracting myself, going out on the weekends and drinking with my friends. And is that fun? Yes, it is fun at the time. But when you do that every weekend, it gets dull, boring, numb. It's no longer fun. Feels like crap. But it's not until you reach that kind of like threshold. There's a threshold you have to like reach until where it's like so crap, where you can no longer just like shy away from stuff. You have to face it. You have to face the music. That definitely happened with me. I looked in the mirror. I didn't like what I saw. I just made up so many excuses, so many like BS excuses, which I know some of you probably make as well, and like tons of other people. When people say like, oh, I'm too tired, when realistically they're not too tired, they just can't be bothered. There is scenarios where you may be actually too tired, but you're not too tired every day, you know, and then you go and do something else, like watch Netflix for hours or do this, that, the other. Oh, I'm not that type of person. Oh, that's not for me. I've never been able to do this. That's for everyone else. No. You got to cut the BS, cut the excuses, take responsibility, and actually look at your life. And the best thing to do is actually focus on what you can control. What's the point of focusing on stuff you can't control? It's out your hands. You can't make a difference in that. You focus on what you can control. And what I did was, you can control your fitness. And for me, that's what I did. I did start with the fitness. I started researching stuff, you know, stuff on nutrition, how to eat a bit better, get more protein into my diet, foods higher in calories to eat a bit more, and then showing up to the gym, what exercises to do, how many times I could show up to the gym, you know, consistently, progressive overload, bringing the intensity, doing better than what I did last time. If I hit like 9 reps, I go for 10 reps next time. Do I need to increase the weight? All these different things. I started to change my habits. And over time, my mindset was changing. I was getting more confidence, more self-esteem. My mindset was changing and my body was transforming. And I was starting to like who I saw in the mirror. You could really see the confidence change in me, and I started walking a bit differently, talking a bit differently. I believed in myself more. I could overcome challenge in the gym. I could overcome challenge in the outside world, in any other scenarios, whether that be in a dating context. I had a bit more confidence in myself to go up and approach people or talk to someone, which I really, you know, never usually thought I could, but then I did it anyway and pushed past the fear. But as good as that was, and here's where the lonely part comes in, to substitute like, you know, the bad habits, drinking out every weekend. Instead of doing that, I was focusing on fitness, you know, on my mindset. I was showing up to the gym, eating healthier. I was spending more time doing that than going out every weekend. But then what happened then? All my current friends, you know, everyone else who wanted to go every weekend, spend money on drinking and going out, bar, club, this, that, the other, constantly. I no longer wanted to do that. So then they'd ask, oh, do you want to come out? And I'd be like, no, I'm busy. I got stuff to do. I wanted to wake up, you know, eat healthy, go to the gym, focus on that, focus on my goal of building that physique, you know, building the muscle. You know, I was focused on myself. I had a goal to achieve. I could no longer sacrifice my time to go out and drink and feel crap the next day, the next 2 days, the next 3 days. You know, that roll-on effect where you just feel like ass from just drinking the night before. And you wake up and you're like, oh, you're all groggy. You're not sharp in the mind. You're all over the place. The things you wanted to do in the next day, you don't do because you can't be bothered, because you just feel like crap. And over time, you keep saying no to going out. You kind of get a bit ostracized from the group. You become like an outsider because you're no longer in this like close clique with your friends, because you're not going out every weekend. They're all still really close, and you become like this other person in like a middle ground. And they start to be like, oh, you've changed, or you don't come out anymore, or you're too good for us now, this, that, the other, because you're on kind of a different path. You're not doing the same things as you once used to do. It's like the crabs in the bucket. They're trying to pull you back down, and then they're probably not trying to do it to be nasty, but they want to keep you the same. Oh, this is the Jamie I know. Who is this person? This isn't Jamie, or Tom, Timmy, James, John, Sam, David, whatever your name is, you know. This isn't the David I know. Who is this person? Or drink a beer, eat a burger, blah, blah, blah. I've heard it all, okay? I've heard it in my scenario. You've probably heard it as well if you are on your self-improvement journey, or trying to get into fitness, or on your fitness journey, or no matter what you're trying to do. Maybe you're trying to spend your time playing an instrument, or go for a career, learning skills, this, that, the other. But this does happen. You're in this no man's land. And what got me through is this: you start like looking at different videos of motivation, like, oh yes, this is the lone wolf. Sigma grind. I'll push through the motivation. I'll make it, and you keep pushing through and you use that certain energy in the gym and on your goals. You're like, oh, I got this. I'm the lone wolf. I don't need anyone else, okay? I got myself here. I can get myself to the end result. I can build this physique. I can go for this career. I can overcome challenge. I don't need anyone else to hold me back. I got this. Focus on myself. Keep moving forward every day, every day, every day. Wake up, do the same thing again. Wake up, do the same thing again. Healthy habits. Keep moving forward. But then over time, you find out you can't use that energy forever. That oh, I'm going to keep pushing. I don't need anyone. There's going to come a time where you do push over to the other side. You start seeing some results now. You're more confident in yourself. You like the way you look. Especially, this happened for me, and I think it'll happen for you as well. And then when you get into environments like the gym or any hobbies, that sort of environment, you start to find like-minded people. And this is where you cross over from the no man's land to finding, another friend group which are more like-minded like you now. You don't have to stay the same in life. You can still have your friends over here, but doesn't mean you have to stay there and continuously like the same thing for 5 years, 10 years. People evolve over time. People change over time, and that's okay. It's okay to want to better yourself, improve yourself, become a 2.0 version of yourself. Do you know what I mean? It's fine to find new friends as well. You find them in the gym, you find them in hiking classes, reading classes, entrepreneur places, whatever it may be. You find them, in that area, whatever you're interested in. I've heard this before, find the others. And then once you've found the others, the like-minded people like you, you can all bring each other up. And then you start talking with each other, giving each other some insight, what worked for you, what worked for them. And then you try out different things. Oh, this worked for me, this exercise, or this mindset, this piece of information, this knowledge, this skill. It's like a synergy effect, and you'll bring each other up. And as people start to take notice, once you transform yourself, once you've bettered yourself, oh, look at him now. Oh, he's actually looking really good. Do you see what he used to look like a year ago, 2 years ago? Oh, damn, look at the glow up. Not just in the physique, but the mindset, He's completely changed. You start walking differently, talking differently. You're more positive. Your aura, your vibe changes, okay? And that's attracted to people, pulls people towards you, rather being like a Debbie Downer, negative Nancy. That pushes people away. They don't want to be surrounded by someone like that, do they? It's heavy. They're like, oh, get away from me. You walk in the room, you're just like, get that person away from me. They're sucking the soul out of the room, and not in a good way, so get away from me. The funny thing then is when people take notice, some of the people before that tried to grab you down, they may ask you for advice, and you can help people out and then tell them how you did it. Give them advice on how you did it. Nutrition, the exercises, showing up to the gym, whatever any area you've improved on, and they can see that you've improved on. But then there'll also be people that'll be jealous and envious of you, that point the finger at you, or who do you think you are? Not knowing there's three fingers pointing back at themselves, okay? They're the types of people that just never take responsibility, constantly make excuses, and they'll never push forward in life, okay? They'll keep on blaming everyone else and pointing the finger at everyone else, laughing at everyone else, not knowing, they're not looking at their own crappy lives and mindset, They need to change. So quick to point the finger at everyone else. How about they take a look at themselves? I feel sad for those people. What you need to know is self-improvement is a lonely journey, but that's at the start. And I can't say that enough. At the start it is. Because as you're slowly going through and improving, you reach that no man's land. You're a bit away from your current friends, but you haven't met new friends yet. So you're just in that no man's land, pushing through, the trenches by yourself. But over time, you stay on the journey. You stay on that journey, you will find the others, the like-minded people. And they will seek you out because you do put a different energy out into the world. Lads, this is what's happened for me, and I think it'll happen for you as well. It's not easy, but it is worth it. If I can do it, you can do it as well. If you enjoyed this video, why not watch another one? I'm sure you'll enjoy it. You got this.